Are you looking for the best Chinese Android TV boxes? In this video we will look at some of the best Chinese Android TV boxes on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Vontar KK Maximum. The Vontar KK Max is probably the most powerful Android TV hardware you can get at an affordable price on AliExpress. With a robust quad-core processor and options to go between 4GB, 8GB of RAM, this thing has all it takes to handle all your TV viewing needs seamlessly. It's super fast for the price, so navigating through menus, switching through channels, and everything else rolls off smoothly. That 4 or 6GB RAM chip on board, paired with a hefty 32GB, 64GB or even 128GB of storage, gives you all the leeway to host or stream whatever kind of content. And speaking of content, this box supports 4K and crispy clear 8K video. But note you'll have to have a 4K/8K compatible screen to enjoy any of that extreme video detail. To connect to your screen, you get an HDMI output. For connecting to your smart home network, the Vontar KK Max ships with an Ethernet port and support for high-speed Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity. It's everything you'll need in an Android TV box and then some. Number 2. Mecool KM2. With its simple and minimalistic look, the Mecool KM2 is one of the more refined Android TV boxes on sale. It's pretty much plug and play, as it's one of the very few Chinese Android boxes that ships with Android TV OS, not just Android OS, out of the box. Android TV OS is more optimized for TV and generally easier to use than regular Android reskinned for TV, which is what the Vontar Max KK has. All of that fluid UI is powered by a chunky logic processor. You get 2GB of RAM as standard and a decent-sized 8GB of internal storage. Not the best numbers, certainly not up to par with the KK Max intimidating 8GB/128GB configuration, but still good enough to handle the average user's streaming and video content viewing needs. If you're looking for a system to serve as a host for locally stored content, then you're probably better off with the KK Max, although it's fair to note that the KM2 does ship with a microSD slot for expanding storage. Video quality from the KM2 is excellent since it can spit out 4K footage. It can't upscale to 8K, like the KK Max, but you almost certainly don't need 8K. Most content for TV is produced in HD, some come out in 4K, 8K video is a rarity, and even then you need supporting hardware, an 8K ready TV to enjoy any of that glorious detail. Number 3. Yugos X4 Plus. X4 Plus 4GB 64GB TV box 8K Logic S905X for Android 11.0 1000M dual Wi-Fi 4K 60fps Google Player supports Netflix YouTube Media Player X4 Pro, CPU, Logic S905X for quad-core ARM Cortex-A55, GPU, ARM Mali, G31MP, OS, Android 11.0, memory, DDR3 2GB/4GB, Flash 32GB/64GB, H.265, 8K at 24fps, 4K at 60fps, HD 2.1, USB 3.0, Gigabit Ethernet, 2.4 and AMP, 5G dual Wi-Fi and AC, YouTube HD 4K, wireless upgrade, OTA. There are 3 options for X for Android 11. Number 4. Ugoos X4 Plus. If you like to get down and dirty with your Android TV box and want something that allows you to customize practically everything, the Ugoos X4 is a DIY-friendly Android TV box at a very affordable price point. You'll love that it comes with a robust processor and up to 4GB of RAM if you want. There's a 2GB, 4GB version as well. Likewise, onboard storage can be bumped to a sizable 64GB, which is mostly enough to handle the storage needs of the everyday user. If that's not enough, there's an option to expand storage via an SD card slot. Thanks to its beefy processor and a Mali 450 GPU, this thing is as smooth as can be, so much that you can compare it to the Vontar KK Maximum. Unlike the KK Max, however, this is more oriented toward the DIY user. So you don't get that easy to run UI straight out of the box. Instead, you get a barebones menu that you can pretty much customize to your taste. Instead of Google Play to download the apps, this ships with the App App Store, and given that it is made to be customization friendly, I'd say that's a good move. Number 5. Mecool KM2 Plus. Storage is also bigger, you get 16 GB from the factory compared to 8 GB on the KM2. Bluetooth tech is better as well, 5.0 vs 4.2, same thing for RAM tech, DDR4 vs LPDDR4 on the KM2. The sum effect of these upgrades is a faster, more intuitive and super fun to use Android TV box. The KM2 Plus takes all that was good about the KM2 and makes it better by a mile. Remember, this ships with Android TV OS from the factory, so it's basically plug and play. So why does it fall down below the KM2 on this list? Well, it's simple, the KM2 is cheaper and, by all stretch, still a good enough Android TV box to work with.